Have you ever noticed how the hardest battles in life are the ones no one sees? Not the big moments, not the public failures, I mean the quiet ones. The moment you wake up and don't want to get out of bed. The second your hand reaches for your phone instead of your purpose. The instant anger rises in your chest, and you know one wrong word could ruin your whole day. That's where self-discipline is built. Not in perfect mornings, not in motivational quotes, not in those rare days when you feel ready. It's built in the silent war between what you feel like doing and what you know you must do. And most people lose that war before the day even begins. But here's the truth. The strongest people aren't stronger because life is easier for them. They're stronger because they've learned how to rule themselves. That's what Marcus Aurelius understood better than almost anyone. He was a Roman emperor, carrying the weight of an entire empire surrounded by chaos, betrayal, pressure, and war. Yet the greatest battle he ever wrote about was not against enemies, it was against his own mind. And if you can learn the same inner discipline, your whole life starts to change. The stress softens. The overthinking slows down. Your reactions become wiser. Your habits become stronger. And slowly, you become the kind of person who can trust yourself. Because self-discipline isn't punishment. It's freedom. Maybe right now your life feels messy. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll wake up early. Tomorrow you'll work on your goals. Tomorrow you'll stop texting the person who keeps hurting you. Tomorrow you'll finally control your temper. Tomorrow you'll become the person you keep imagining. But tomorrow keeps moving. And that's exhausting. A lot of people think discipline means forcing yourself to suffer. But Stoicism teaches something deeper. Discipline means learning what deserves your energy and what doesn't. It means not letting your moods control your choices. It means becoming steady, even when life isn't. And once that clicks, everything changes, because the problem was never that you were lazy. The real problem is that your mind has been trained by comfort. Comfort says, sleep more. Comfort says, react now. Comfort says, avoid the hard conversation. Comfort says, eat the easy thing, buy the useless thing, waste another hour. Comfort feels safe in the moment, but later it becomes regret. Marcus Aurelius knew this. He reminded himself that every day he would face difficulty, rude people, discomfort, setbacks, and temptation. Not to become negative, but to become prepared. That's the first Stoic principle of self-discipline. Expect resistance. Most people fail because they think hard moments mean something is wrong. It's the opposite. The resistance is the path. The moment your alarm rings and your body says stay in bed, that's the training. The moment you want to snap back in anger, that's the training. The moment you want to quit halfway through the work, that's the training. Life is always giving you reps, and the people who grow are the ones who stop taking discomfort personally. Think about a normal morning. You planned the night before. Tomorrow, I'll wake up at 6. I'll go for a walk. I'll start fresh. Then morning comes. Your bed is warm. The room is cold. Your mind starts bargaining. Just 10 more minutes? That moment decides more than your morning. It decides your identity. Every time you obey comfort, you teach yourself weakness. Every time you obey purpose, you teach yourself strength. It seems small, but your life is built from small obediences. Here's another truth most people don't realize. Self-discipline is not about controlling life. It's about controlling your response. That's the second principle. You can't control traffic, rude people, bad news, rejection, delays, or mistakes. But you can control what happens inside you next. A man gets criticized at work. His boss points out mistakes in front of everyone. His face gets hot. His ego feels attacked. The instant reaction is anger. He wants to defend himself, maybe even lash out. But instead, he pauses. He breathes. He asks himself, what part of this is in my control? That single question saves him. Later that evening, instead of carrying the anger home, he calmly improves the mistake. That's discipline, not emotional suppression, emotional mastery. And this is where things change. Because once you stop trying to control everything outside you, you suddenly have more power inside you. Marcus Aurelius believed your mind becomes what you feed it. That's the third principle. Guard your thoughts. A lot of people destroy their discipline long before they take action. They do it in thought. I'm not good enough. I always fail. What's the point? I'll never change. Those thoughts become habits, and habits become identity. Imagine someone trying to lose weight. They eat one unhealthy meal and instantly think, I ruined everything. So they give up for the whole day. But the meal didn't ruin them. The thought did. A disciplined mind catches the story before it becomes behavior. Instead of, I failed, it says, that was one choice. The next one is still mine. That's power. A small shift in thinking can save an entire week of bad decisions. And most people never notice that. They think discipline starts in action. It starts much earlier. It starts in the sentence you say to yourself when no one is listening. There's another Stoic lesson that hits even harder. Do what must be done, even when you don't feel like it. This sounds simple, but it's the line between average and exceptional. A young woman sits at her desk after a long day. She's tired. Her head hurts. Her phone keeps buzzing. She promised herself she'd spend 1 hour building her side business. Every excuse feels valid. And honestly, maybe no one would blame her for skipping. But she opens the laptop anyway, not because she feels inspired, because she made a promise to herself. That hour changes nothing overnight. But after 6 months, her life looks different. New income, more confidence, a stronger identity. People call it success. What they don't see is the discipline hidden inside ordinary evenings. This is how Stoicism works. It teaches you that greatness is never dramatic in the beginning. It looks boring. Quiet choices, repeated effort, invisible victories. But those invisible victories build visible results. Halfway through this journey, here's the part that most people need to hear. You do not need more motivation. You need fewer negotiations with yourself. That's the shift. Every time you sit there debating whether to do the thing, you drain your energy. The Stoic mind decides once, then obeys. If you said you'd go to the gym, go. If you said you'd stay calm, stay calm. If you said you'd stop checking their profile, stop. No drama, no inner courtroom, just action. And this is where most people finally feel relief, because discipline becomes easier when decisions become simple. Now, here comes a principle Marcus Aurelius lived every day. Remember that time is limited. This one cuts deep, because nothing destroys wasted habits faster than remembering life is not endless. How many mornings have disappeared? How many chances were delayed? How many dreams stayed trapped in one day? A man keeps saying he'll reconnect with his father. Weeks pass, then months. Work is busy, life is noisy. Then one day, he gets the call that there won't be another chance. That pain stays, not because he was evil, because he assumed time would wait. Stoicism teaches urgency without panic. Do what matters now. Send a message. Start the habit. Say sorry first. Take the walk. Read the page. Save the money. Do the hard thing today. Discipline grows when you stop acting like your future self will rescue you. Your future is built by today's courage. But here's the truth people avoid. A huge part of self-discipline is learning to let go. Not every battle deserves your attention. That's another Stoic principle. Protect your peace from useless conflict. Someone disrespects you online. Someone misunderstands your intentions. Someone wants to drag you into gossip, drama, or pointless argument. The undisciplined mind jumps in. It wants the last word. The Stoic mind asks, will this matter in a week? Most times the answer is no. Walking away is not weakness. It's advanced discipline, because controlling your tongue is often harder than controlling your schedule. A lot of broken relationships, ruined days, and sleepless nights come from moments that needed silence, not reaction. Marcus Aurelius mastered this. He knew that your energy is too valuable to spend on every spark. Choose your fires carefully. Now let's talk about pain, because real discipline is tested most when life hurts. Failure, rejection, loss, embarrassment. This is where people usually collapse into old habits. They numb themselves with scrolling, junk food, anger, distractions, or giving up. But Stoicism teaches another way. Use pain as training. A man gets rejected from the job he wanted badly. For 2 days, he feels crushed. He starts thinking maybe he's not capable. Then something shifts. Instead of spiraling, he studies where he went wrong. He sharpens his skills, improves his resume, learns how to communicate better. 3 months later, he lands a better role. The rejection became refinement. That's discipline, turning pain into preparation. Most people don't realize this, but every hard season is trying to teach you emotional endurance. If you learn the lesson, the pain was never wasted. And this brings us to one of the most powerful Stoic truths of all. Be strict with yourself, gentle with the world. A lot of people reverse this. They are harsh with others and full of excuses for themselves. Stoicism flips it. Hold yourself accountable. Keep your word. Own your mistakes. Face your habits honestly. But with others, practice patience. This kind of discipline changes relationships. Imagine coming home after a brutal day. You're stressed, tired, mentally drained. A family member says something small that annoys you. Normally, that's where you snap. But tonight, you pause. You realize they are not the enemy. Your exhaustion is. So you respond softly. That one moment protects peace in your home. Self-discipline is not just personal success. It's emotional maturity. It protects your future from your temporary feelings. And here's the final principle that ties everything together. Become the observer of yourself. Marcus Aurelius constantly watched his own mind, not with judgment, with awareness. He noticed when ego was rising, when anger was building, when comfort was pulling him away from duty. That awareness gave him choice, and choice is where freedom lives. The person who cannot observe themselves becomes a prisoner of impulse, but the person who notices the urge before obeying it becomes powerful. The next time you're about to break your promise, pause. Watch the excuse appear. Watch the emotion rise. Watch the urge. Then choose who leads, your lower impulse or your higher self. That single pause can change your life. Because self-discipline is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming conscious. Little by little, day by day, you stop being ruled by mood, fear, comfort, and reaction. You become calmer, stronger, more trustworthy to yourself. And one day, you wake up and realize something beautiful. The chaos outside is still there. Life is still unpredictable. People are still difficult. Problems still come. Oh, but inside, there's order. There's steadiness. There's a quiet kind of power no one can take from you. That's what Marcus Aurelius wanted people to understand. The real victory is self-mastery, not fame, not applause, not proving people wrong, just the ability to lead yourself through anything. So if you've been struggling lately, if your habits have slipped, if your mind feels noisy, if comfort has been winning, this is your reminder. You are one decision away from rebuilding trust with yourself. Not next week, not next month. Today, right now. One disciplined choice, then another, then another. That's how strong people are made, not born, built, quietly, repeatedly, honestly. And the beautiful part is this. Every single day gives you another chance to become the person you respect. So walk slower, react less. Finish what you start. Keep the promise, protect your mind, honor your time, and become someone your future self will thank. A calm mind, a strong heart, a disciplined soul. That's real power. If this spoke to something deep inside you and it helped you see yourself more clearly, consider subscribing. And more importantly, start with one promise to yourself today. Then keep it.